Good morning children, welcome to our main course class. I hope that you all are doing fine. So today kids we are going to continue the same lesson, that is memories are made of buttermilk. If you remember, we started this lesson in our last class and today we are going to continue the rest of the uh, chapter. So I hope that you all remember what we did in the last class. Memories are made of buttermilk. We discussed that it is written by Shobha Narayan, and in this lesson the narrator, she discusses the childhood memories. So in the last class we discussed about her childhood memories, and we also discussed about her relationship with her grandmother. Okay, we discussed about buttermilk, how the narrator and her grandmother made buttermilk using this churner. Okay, hope you all remember churner. And I know it is nowadays it's not so easily available this, but there is still another method to make butter, the easier method, okay, which most of us, even you and me, can try at home. So we'll discuss about all those things in our today's class. So Makle, I want now all of you to open your main course book. Please have pencil with you and move to page number 104. So in the last class, we discussed that the narrator and her grandmother, they were in the kitchen making this butter milk, and the butter, it was collected on the top of the pot, and her grandmother made into a round ball, and she collected this butter. So now let's continue with the rest of the lesson. My grandmother collected all the lumps together in her hands and shaped them together into a round ball. I sat still, waiting for the best part. Okay, now the narrator is saying my grandmother collected all the lumps together in her hands. So she was collecting that butter which was collected on top of the pot and shaped them together. So our buttermilk she collected and shaped them together. She shaped into a round ball. Urutti or ball aaki. I sat still waiting for the best part. So I was sitting over there and waiting for the best part. You know what is the best part? Let's see what is that. Okay, even we also, our grandmothers make some like chutney and all, chammanthi okay, we also wait over there to get the best part, right? So I think you guys remember what is this best part. Let's see over here. My grandmother put the big round bowl into a vessel filled with water, where it floated like those white planets that we drew in our geography book. So my grandmother, she put, what did she do with that round bowls of butter? She collected them and she put them into a vessel filled with water. So another one vessel is there and it is filled with water. So she collected our bowl ella collected, she kept in that vessel where it floated. So now she's saying like it's like planets moving, like we learn in the geography lesson. So all these lumps, ee ball ella oru planet pole move cheyukayanu. Then she collected the smaller lumps of butter that were still floating inside, made a small ball and looked at me. So at last till our butter and so she collected it and I was looking. Okay, she collected it and made a small ball and look at me. And a ball she looked. Okay, grandmother who looked? Grandmother looked at me, at the narrator. Obediently, I opened my mouth, and I know why my grandmother is looking and why I am waiting for that particular moment. Why? Because last part, it is for the narrator. Okay. In went the freshly churned butter. So, in went. She put it into the mouth of the narrator. It tasted of the saltiness of my grandmother's hand. So അതിൻ്റെ ടേസ്റ്റ് എങ്ങനെയാണ്? It's tasted the saltiness, ഉപ്പിൻ്റെ ഒരു മയം of grandmother's hand, the sweetness of cow's milk and the sweetness of cow's milk. കൗൻ്റെ മിൽക്കിൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു സ്വീറ്റ് ടേസ്റ്റ് ഇല്ലേ അത്. അപ്പം ഗ്രാൻഡ് മദറിൻ്റെ കൈയുടെ ഒരു ഉപ്പും പിന്നെ വാട്ട്സ് ദാറ്റ് കൗസ് മിൽക്സ് that sweet taste, okay, and the slight sourness of the yogurt and the slight puli. Sourness means puli of that തൈരിൻ്റെ ഒരു പുളിയില്ലേ that. So yogurt means തൈര്. Cream that we collected. So യോഗേർട്ടിൻ്റെ ക്രീം ഓക്കെ ആ ഒരു പുളിയും കൂടെ together, okay, so all these three taste together was the taste of the butter. Do you want to try the taste? I feel that most of you are feeling to taste the butter, okay? 10 years later, my grandmother still made buttermilk. Now guys, there is the easier way, another easier way to make buttermilk, which you and I all can try at home, okay? Now let's see what is that. But now it was with her mixie. What is that? Mixie that my uncle had brought for her. So after what is that, 10 years later, so aduvare kuttikalam, these childhood memories the narrator was discussing, okay? Now it is 10 years later, 10 years after that, what happened? Again my grandmother used to make buttermilk, but now this time in a different way. Now it is not churner, ipo endana mixie, okay, which who brought? Her uncle മേടിച്ചു കൊടുത്ത മിക്സിയിൽ. It made churning a lot easier, and that made churning, അതായത് ആ പ്രോസസ് it made a little more easier. ഇപ്പം ബട്ടർ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ ഒന്നുകൂടെ ഈസിയർ വേ ആണ്. She put thick yogurt into the blender, added ice cold water from the fridge. So how it is made? She put the thick yogurt, ആ കട്ടി തൈര് മിക്സിയിലോട്ട് ഇടുക, and added what? Ice cold water, okay, ice ulla cold water iduga from the fridge, and she pressed a switch. Now it is very easy, right? Pressed a switch. After 5 minutes, what happened? The yogurt would form on top. So yogurt form means that padanyolladu, okay, that will form on the top of the mixie. The bubbles were the signal for my grandmother, and there will be bubbles. This bubbles എന്താണ്? അത് ഒരു സിഗ്നൽ, ആ ഫോം വരുമ്പോൾ ഒരു ബബിൾസും ഒക്കെ ആയിട്ട് കാണും. So that bubble will give the signal to our grandmother that butter is ready. She added a little more water and pressed the switch once again. So അപ്പോൾ എന്താണ്? ഇനി like she used to do in the beginning, again she will add what? More water, and then again she will press the switch ഇല്ലേ? Then what happened? Soon lumps of butter would form again. What? Soon അതൊക്കെ കഴിയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കിന് എന്താണ്? Lumps of കൂടുതൽ buttermilk will be formed. Sorry. Soon lumps of butter would form, and soon what happened? Lumps of butter will form. After adding this water, butter will be formed. She would collect the large lumps and form them as before into a large round ball. So Pandey, as she used to do before, she will collect that, make into a round ball. Again she will put them into the vessel. The remaining lumps went into my mouth, and what happened? Last lumps in the butter, what she will do? Again she will give to her, she will give to the narrator. They still tasted like buttery heaven, and they are still tasting super, okay, the same taste as the narrator used to enjoy in her childhood. ഇപ്പോഴും ആ ഒരു ടേസ്റ്റ് ആണ്. Every part of India uses buttermilk, okay. Now that was her experience with her grandmother. Now in the next section they are discussing about buttermilk, and that it's found in every part of our country. എല്ലാ നമ്മുടെ കൺട്രിയിലെ എല്ലാ പാർട്ടിലും buttermilk they use it, and how they use it, എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയാണ് ഓരോ സ്റ്റേറ്റ് buttermilk they are using. So that is being discussed in our next paragraph, okay. Every part of India uses buttermilk. In Kerala, we simply water it down Put in a few fresh curry leaves and drink it as sambaram. So the first one being discussed is about Kerala. So in Kerala, how they use this buttermilk. So here what? We simply water it down. Water is added. Put in a few fresh curry. നമ്മൾ curry leaf ഇല്ലേ? Curry leaf add ചെയ്യും. And drink it as sambharam. Sambharam. What it is called? Sambharam. In Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, buttermilk is spiced with green chilies, ginger, curry leaves and salt. All of which are crushed and added to the buttermilk. Okay. So, in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh and still in Karnataka, buttermilk, how they drink it? They is spiced with mix ചെയ്തിട്ട് green chilies കാണും, ginger is there, curry leaves and salt. All these they will crush it, okay, ചതച്ച്, then they will add to the buttermilk. So they use it in that way. Okay. Next one, page number 105. We call this majge or neermor. So in Andhra Pradesh and all, it is called majge or neermor. Much of North India adds a combination of roasted and ground cumin, some salt, a dash of lemon juice and crushed pudina or mint leaves to their buttermilk or chas as it is called. So North India and all, what they will do, they will add cumin seed, that is jeeragam, salt, uppu, a dash of lemon juice they will put, and crushed pudina അല്ലെങ്കിൽ mint leaves to their buttermilk. So മോരിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് ഇതെല്ലാം ആഡ് ചെയ്യും. And in North India it is called chas. This watery, delicious and light drink is excellent for digestion and cooling. Okay, this buttermilk or this light drink, okay, it's very light, so light drink, it's very delicious, nalla taste aanu, okay, and it is also excellent for our health, okay, for digestion and cooling the body. Okay, നമ്മുടെ body ഒക്കെ തണുപ്പിക്കാൻ നല്ലൊരു drink ആണ്. Punjab of course has its famous lassis made with thick buttermilk mixed with fruits like mango. So in Punjab, what is that? It's called lassi. Okay, lassi. I hope you all have drank, right? If you have not drank lassi, then please try it. It's really delicious. Made with thick buttermilk. So it is made of thick buttermilk. ഒത്തിരി വെള്ളം ഒഴിക്കില്ല അതിൽ കേട്ടോ. And mixed with fruits like mango and all they will mix. Mango lassi is available all over the world at Indian restaurants, and mango lassi it's available all around the world at Indian restaurants. Bengal, I think, doesn't have buttermilk. So Bengali buttermilk ആ രീതിയിലല്ല. Okay, they prefer their mishti dahi, not the lighter drink. Okay, so they prefer അപ്പം മോര് പോലെ ഒത്തിരി വെള്ളം ഒഴിക്കില്ല അവര്, and they prefer their mishti dahi. Okay, it's called mishti dahi in Bengal, and it is not the lighter drink, അതായത് വെള്ളം ഒഴിക്കത്തില്ല അവർ. Okay, so it is thick. Okay, thick yogurt, തൈര്. Okay, the beauty of buttermilk is that it is for everyone. Okay, now buttermilk in ഒരു beauty and what is that? That it is for everyone regardless of poor or rich. പണക്കാരാണോ പാവങ്ങളാണോ എല്ലാവർക്കും equally enjoy ചെയ്യാം buttermilk. Down the road from where I live is a pushcart vendor. Okay, now the narrator is saying that down the road, okay, near my house, down of the road where I live, what happens? A pushcart vendor. Okay, there a pushcart vendor comes. അപ്പം നമ്മുടെ see, look at the picture over there. Door to door, അതായത് വഴിയിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ വിൽക്കാൻ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ. Okay, so just look at the picture over there. Okay, so that is a push cart. ഇങ്ങനെ കാർട്ടിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ഉന്തി ആൾക്കാർ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നത്. Here also we can see vegetables and all. Some people, they put the vegetable in the push cart and they go through road and all, they will pass and they will sell these vegetables and all. So in the same way we have push cart here where lassis are sold. Okay. So in the same way, here also we can see a push cart. Okay, in this here a lady, she is selling buttermilk. So all she has on her cart is a red earthen pot filled with buttermilk that she sells to auto drivers, bicycle messengers, and anyone who needs a cool drink on a hot day. So in that push cart, what the lady has is she has some earthen pot, mannum kondu undakirikkunna clay pot. Okay, that is there, and that is filled with this buttermilk, and she sells to the passengers who pass by through that road and all, auto drivers, then bicycle messengers and all they are saying. So ee varuna aalkar okay, she give them or sell them this buttermilk on what kind of day? On a hot day. അപ്പോൾ ചൂട് സമയത്താണ് നമ്മൾ കൂടുതലും മോര് വെള്ളം ഒക്കെ കുടിക്കുന്നത്. So it is saying that she sell it on a hot day. As for me, I prefer buttermilk to yogurt. So as for me, I prefer, എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ഇഷ്ടം is buttermilk than to yogurt. തൈരിനെക്കാളും എനിക്ക് കൂടുതൽ ഇഷ്ടം buttermilk ആണ്, means മോരാണ്. If I had a choice, and if a choice is given to me, I would drink my grandmother's buttermilk. What the narrator is saying, if there's a choice, then I will drink the buttermilk that is made by my grandmother. So that shows the love the narrator has towards her grandmother. But she is dead now. Now, what happened? Her grandmother is no more. She is dead now. I still have her wooden churner though, but she's not there, but I still have her wooden churner. അമ്മൂമ്മയുടെ ആ പഴയ യൂസ് ചെയ്ത ആ വുഡൻ churner is still with me. Okay, now these and all shows her deep love towards her grandmother. Every now and then, particularly on hot summer days, so every time on hot summer days, I think of bringing it out and setting it up with the 2 coils of rope. So every time during summer days and all, I think of bringing this churner down and set it again tight with ropes and all, just as it was in my grandmother's kitchen. Just edupole type cheyan, just they used to do during when her grandmother was there. That means the time when grandmother was there, or the way the grandmother used to tie it. Here the narrator also feels that feels the same thing during this summer day. So all these things talks about her love towards her grandmother, and it also says that it also shows us that narrator is taken to her childhood memories. Okay, so with this makle, we have completed this lesson. So that's the story, that is memories are made of buttermilk. I hope that you all enjoyed this story. It was really a beautiful story. We were able to know about buttermilk and also the relation between the narrator and her grandmother. So makle, from this I want you to, now we can underline the difficult words. So please move to page number 104. So first you can underline obediently, soreness, form, then we have page number 105, we have majke, delicious, mishti dehi, messengers, pushcart vendor, okay, that's all. Okay, so I want makle, all of you go through these difficult words and learn it well, and also please read this lesson from today's portion. Read this lesson 2-3 times, and get it signed by your parents. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this class. So until our next class, have a nice day. God bless you all and thank you.